farmers cultivating rural lands in St. Mark were introduced to a new climate-smart technique by members of the Climate Smart Agriculture and Rural Enterprise Program, SAEP.
Today we are in St. Mark's, actually located at Bocage, and we are on the farm of the St. Mark's Progressive Farmers Association. We are here today to demonstrate a CSA practice using Trichanthera, which is one of the trees that can be used as a forage for livestock.
Through the planting of Trichanthera gigantea, farmers are expected to yield tremendous benefits by not only providing an alternative feed resource for sustainable small ruminant production, but will help in the prevention of soil erosion, among other benefits. Gigantea gigantea is a tree of the Acanthaceae family and is native to the Andean foothills of Colombia, South America. It can also be found in swampy areas from Costa Rica to northern South America and in wet forest from Central America, Peru, and the Amazon basin. It grows up to 5 meters, 26 feet tall, with a rounded crown. Leaves are oval, narrowing at both ends, with 26 centimeters long by 14 centimeters wide. The first modern documentation of the plant was done by Spanish botanist José Celestino Mutis in 1779, and later given the name Gigantea gigantea in the 18th century by German botanist Christian Gottfried Daniel Nies von Essenbeck. The Climate Smart Agriculture and Rural Enterprise Program, an organization that is funded through the International Fund for Agriculture Development, has outlined its overarching goal of improving the livelihoods of rural farmers' organizations through the teaching of climate-smart practices, skills training, and investments in agriculture. As part of their mandate, one of the beneficiaries was the St. Mark Progressive Farmers Association. As part of activities to empower rural farmers, members of SAEP on Monday, November 15, 2021, traveled to Bocage, St. Mark to not only provide information to farmers as to the numerous benefits of planting Gigantea in their fields, but also gave a practical demonstration on how they should plant, care for, and harvest properly.
Because the area is windy, you want to ensure that you place the plant in the direction where the wind is coming from. So in the event of heavy rain or probably a storm or hurricane, it wouldn't blow it too much to break it or damage the plant. So you place it against the wind. We continue the same process, so we cut the bag to loose the plant, loose the soil to ensure that it doesn't really fall apart. We ensure that we remove the bag that the plant is being potted in, and you go ahead with the same procedure with covering the rooting system, ensuring that you have enough soil around the plant that will keep it in the ground as firm as possible without getting it too close to the stem. If you want, you could make a little, not too heavy, just tap it nicely so it will prevent water from actually settling. And one of the most important parts, we have a dry ground. If you notice, there's no seeds, so that it will encourage growth of the weeds. So we're mulching basically to keep moisture in the soil, because we know we enter in the dry season. So by mulching, we'll try to conserve all the moisture we have or that is about to come. And you don't want to mulch too close to the stem for the same reason, basically to create moisture on the stem that will further cause damage or rot or even fungal infection.
SAEP also aided farmers in the replanting of several Gigantea trees that were gifted to farmers under the pilot project. The St. Mark's Progressive Farmers Organization was established in 1997 and was fortunate to acquire a plot of land over 25 years ago from the government of Grenada, which is currently being used to cultivate several crops, including ground provisions, vegetables, bananas, and corn. The organization's president, George Holder, alongside other members of the organization, was extremely grateful for being granted assistance. He indicated that the farm also rear animals like goats, sheep, and donkeys. But the cost of feed can be absorbent at times. He said this initiative is quite timely, as he is expected to save over $500 a month on alternative feed.
Well, it cost me over $500 per month, for feeding and, getting the grass and whatever, the medication and stuff like that. About $500 per month.
Holder said this opportunity will indeed serve as a learning experience that will yield results.
It's first time I really deal with that, so it's a learning process for me. It's the first time, so I hope maybe in the future I get better and better at it, So it's like I said, it's the first time I have done that, and I want to see the end result. I want to see what the end result will be like. I'm hoping it will be good.
For farmers who practice monocropping, it is recommended that farmers plant Trichanthera 3.5 feet apart, within and between rows, while for farmers practicing intercropping, it is recommended that Trichanthera be planted 6.7 feet apart, within and between rows. Added to the benefits to be derived from the reduction in the cost of animal feed, farmers can also help prevent soil erosion, as the plant acts as a fodder bank system to prevent soil and water erosion, especially for farmers located alongside riverbanks.
Once he had Trichanthera, he can do cut and carry to his animals and feed them. Also, it came about because the farmer have issues with soil erosion, and one of the uses of Trichanthera, it uses as a fodder bank system. So once these are planted along the banks, it retains the soil and prevents soil erosion.
Ms. Mark stated that the nature of Trichanthera to grow and adapt to acidic, infertile soil with a pH of 4.5 makes it quite versatile and can grow in well-drained loamy to clay soils and are tolerant to drought-like conditions. She provided some tips that farmers should be aware of when caring for Trichanthera plants.
Some of the practices we'll be doing is make sure he irrigates on time, continue doing mulch, because mulch around it will also improve the soil structure and improve the soil fertility also. So we might expand. Once the farmer is interested, we could give him help in expanding and doing new plots along the way, and still giving him extension services and so forth.
Kenley Edwards, CSA coordinator at SAEP, said this community awareness project is just the first step towards introducing the benefit of Trichanthera to more farmers.
And the idea, as I said, community awareness is to bring awareness of the climate change challenges and issues that we're confronted with, and what are some of the climate mitigation and adaptation practices that we could implement. But we will have further practical demonstration in 2022, where we are hoping to have more farmers to be involved on another farm so that they could actually see firsthand.
In the past, forage was considered an essential component of the feed for ruminant production. But the development of industrial indoor grain-fed production has led to the abandonment of forage in the diets. However, with its reintroduction, SAEP hopes to inspire a new approach to farming, to one that is not only cost-effective for farmers, but is also beneficial for the environment.